Good morning. It is time for your daily meditation. Welcome to another One Mind meditation. It is Monday morning. We are being given the opportunity of diving into a new week. And on a Monday morning meditation, we take that opportunity to look at the week ahead and create a little bit of clarity. Create in our minds a clear intention of how we want to step into this week. How we want to hold our own in the week ahead. Danae, a very good morning. Antoinette, good morning. Happy Monday. Welcome to the start of a new week. Our teacher for this week is Sharon Salzberg. I trust that you'll enjoy her wisdom as much as I do. Grania, good morning. Happy Monday. Anthony, good morning. Sunmary, good morning. Happy Monday. I feel privileged to dive into my week along with the rest of you. Have you ever started a new project with fierce determination, only to see results fall short of your initial expectations? Anami, good morning. Happy Monday to you. Maybe you hit a wall with a creative endeavor, or progress on a fitness goal feels agonizingly slow. These moments of frustration are all too familiar, and it is easy to get discouraged. But what if there was a different perspective, one that embraced the messiness and growth and beauty of the unknown? Charlene, good morning. Happy Monday morning to you. This week we delve into the wisdom of meditation teacher Sharon Salzberg. She offers a powerful message of trusting in the unfolding. The first thought from Sharon Salzberg says, "Often we can achieve an even better result when we stumble yet are willing to start over. When we don't give up after a mistake. When something doesn't come easily but we throw ourselves into trying. When we are not afraid to appear less than perfectly polished." Our journey is rarely a straight line to success. Stumbles and missteps are inevitable. Yet, it's within these moments that we cultivate resilience and refine our approach. The next thought from Sharon Salzberg says, "That is life. Starting over one breath at a time." I like this very simple definition when she says, "That is life. Starting over one breath at a time." We like things to manifest right away, and they may not. Many times, we're just planting a seed, and we don't know exactly how it's going to come to fruition. It's hard for us to realize that what we see in front of us might not be the end of the story. And the last thought from Sharon Salzberg is, sometimes we need to just do the best we can and then trust in the unfolding. Is that something you have found yourself able to do? Just do the best that you can and then trust in the unfolding. The effort that you put in is the only thing that you have some control over. We never control the outcome, only our own input. Can you do your best today and then lay your head on the pillow tonight in full surrender, knowing you'll do your best again tomorrow, and just trust in the unfolding? That is the theme of our meditation today, the theme of the week ahead. Maggie, a very good Monday morning to you. Awesome seeing you. If you're ready, you can close your eyes. And let's step into this week together, starting with the first few big breaths. Let's take a deep breath in and out. Take a deep breath in and out. A deep inhale and let it go. Deep breath in and out. One more big breath in and let it all flow away. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose gets drawn all the way deep down into your belly. And as you fill up your belly with air, also raise yourself up. As you breathe in, stretch out your spine, lift the top of your head toward the ceiling. And once you've reached your full height, let all of it go. With every exhale, soften. With every breath out, soften your spine, slump down your shoulders, and drop your head. Standing at the start of a new week, I like to remind you of the work you are busy doing right now. You are taking your body by the hand, sitting it down, and letting it know, this is how I want us to do this. In your subconscious, every old pattern you have, every piece of old programming you have, found its way there through repetition. Repetition, creating new neural pathways that over time fire together and wire together to form ingrained patterns that are on repeat, on autopilot. What you're doing right now, what you have been doing, is creating one of those patterns, actually multiples of them, through all of the meditations we do. But this time you're being very conscious about the pattern you want to create. Sitting your body down daily for deep, conscious breaths, reflecting consciously on how you want to be present while you see an old pattern wanting to do its thing. Have awareness while you choose a new response. This is the new pattern that you are consciously creating. So that over time, even on autopilot, your body will remember to take deep breaths. And your body will remind you when an old pattern wants to do its thing, that you can take a moment and choose. Choose to either let the old program make the choice for you, or choose a new response. What you are building is a new program of conscious awareness. Can you remember to stop multiple times every day this week? Stop, turn away from what you're doing and take a few big breaths. And remind yourself that when you do that, when you take those few big breaths, I am building a new pattern of awareness. We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, helping our bodies stretch and adjust and settle down into as much comfort as possible for the rest of our journey. Let's take a deep breath in. As you release, drop your head all the way forward. Roll out your neck muscles forward and to the left, and forward and to the right. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders forward in big, slow circles. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders backwards in big circles, nice and slow. Take a deep breath in. As you release, focus on your spine. You can lean your upper body over to the left. And also lean your upper body over to the right. One more big breath in. And as you release, you can stretch or move or adjust any part of your body that still needs a bit of help settling down. Having softened our bodies into a state of presence, or at least as much as we are able to do that, we can now turn our attention inwards and dive deep inside for the next part of our journey. With every next inhale, we'll hold our breath for a few short moments, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. If you don't have the time to sit for the whole meditation with us, then this is always a good place to stop. But if you are here for the whole journey, then with every next inhale, we'll hold our breath. Are you ready? Let's take a deep breath in. And hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel into your body. Feel how softness slips in and settles in every part of your body. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, follow the downwards flow through your body. Feel your shoulders slowly falling. Feel your body slowly softening. And feel how you are slowly slipping deeper into you. One more big breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself melting. Feel your whole body dissolving. Feel how you are slipping into a deeper level of surrender with every slow exhale. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose gets drawn all the way deep down into your belly, and you are invited to follow on this journey. As you breathe in, feel the air flow in through your nostrils. Feel as the air touches the back of your throat. Stay with your breath as it flows in through your lungs. And as you fill up the balloon inside your belly, feel yourself slip all the way in. Hold your breath, but hold it only for as long as it feels easy, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, see yourself standing at the start of a new week. Your toes are sticking right over the edge and you are ready to dive in. Take your next big breath. A new week lies ahead, and we're going to start by reminding ourselves of what is known about the week ahead. What is already in the calendar? What are some of the things that you know you need to get done this week? What are some of the places you need to go this week? Some of the people that you need to see this week. As you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, walk yourself through Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and remind yourself of what lies ahead this week. Take your next big breath. What are you creating this week? You were created to create. And whether you have some concrete, clear thing in mind to create or not, your very presence contributes to your act of creation. Is it perhaps some work project you're busy with? Is it a piece of art you are creating this week? Is it the humans you interact with? Is it the relationships you create this week? Or is it the energy in your home, the space in the place you live that you place your attention on this week? What are you creating this week? And if the answer is not clear, then make it a question. As you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, ask, what am I creating this week? Take your next big breath. Take a moment to transport yourself to the end of the week, standing in the weekend and looking back. If you had a checklist, what would the checklist look like? Are there things you'd like to check off this list and be able to say, I got this done and I got that done? Are there things for which you'd like to say, I got started on this one and I made progress on that one? What does your checklist look like when you get to the end of this week? Take your next big breath. I've put together a few, we could call them affirmations or mantras, from the work of Sharon Salzberg this morning. I'd like you to try them out. See how they sit with you, and perhaps something sticks for the rest of your week. The first one is, I am willing to try again. I am willing to try again. Failure is not a period, it is a comma. Each attempt, successful or not, is a valuable learning experience. Embrace the opportunity to refine your approach and step forward with renewed determination. Are you willing to try again and again? Can you remind yourself this week when it feels like you've been failing, when it feels like everything you've tried has not worked? In those moments, can you remind yourself, I am willing to try again? As you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, repeat it to yourself a few more times. I am willing to try again. Take your next big breath. We'll try out the next one. See how it fits for you. Very simple. One breath at a time. One breath at a time. When you feel overwhelmed, can you remind yourself of this very simple mantra? One breath at a time. Take a deep breath and come back to the present moment. Progress happens incrementally. So focus on giving your best effort in each moment. Just this moment. Try your best on the very next thing you do, rather than getting lost in the vastness of the long-term goal. One breath at a time. Can you see yourself reminding yourself of that this week? As you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, say it to yourself a few more times. One breath at a time. Take your next big breath. This comes, of course, from the work of Sharon Salzberg I read this morning, put into something like a mantra. I'll plant the seeds and water them, even if I can't be sure what the tree will look like yet. I'll plant the seeds and water them, even if I'm not sure what the tree will look like yet. Let go of the need to control the outcome. Focus on the process. The planting of the seeds, the watering of the seeds, the commitment you bring each day, and trust that the universe will orchestrate the rest in its own perfect timing. Even when you plant the seeds, and even when you water them, are you making the tree grow? Are you ever making the tree grow? Or do you trust that if you show up every day and do the gardening, the universe will take care of the rest? As you take your next big breath and as you dive deep into you, try these words. I'll plant the seeds and I will water them, even if I'm not sure what the tree will look like. Take your next big breath. We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, slipping out of the breath holding space and into the next. Let's take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel how softness gently slips in and settles in every fiber of your being. One more big breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself slip all the way through. There is no more attention on your breathing. You can sit all the way back or even lie all the way back down and feel yourself just floating. I'll read to you one more time these thoughts from Sharon Salzberg for our week ahead. She says, often we can achieve an even better result when we stumble yet are willing to start over. When we don't give up after a mistake. When something doesn't come easily but we throw ourselves into trying. When we are not afraid to appear less than perfectly polished. She says that is life. This is what life is, starting over one breath at a time. We like things to manifest right away, and they may not. Many times we are just planting a seed and we don't know exactly how it's going to come to fruition. It's hard for us to realize that what we see in front of us might not be the end of the story. Sometimes we need to just do the best we can and then trust in the unfolding. I want to ask you for one more visualization. One more time, lean into imagination and create this imagery in your mind. Can you see yourself put yourself to bed at the end of every day this week? See yourself tuck yourself in. Can you even see yourself give yourself a kiss on the forehead? And remind yourself that today you did your best. And tomorrow you will again. Remind yourself that you are planting the seeds and you are watering them. But the end result of the tree is not in your control. You are doing your best. And every morning when you get up, you will do your best again. One breath at a time. We have the last 5 breaths of gratitude to do together. With every exhale, I'll say my thank you, and I invite you to say yours. Let's take a deep breath in. Thank you for the opportunity to stand at the start of a new week and create some clarity around how I want to step into this week. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for the reminder that the outcome is never in my control. Doesn't matter how hard I work, how hard I try, how many things I try and take control over. The outcome is part of the unfolding. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for the reminder that the only thing I have some control over is the effort I put in. The seeds I plant and the way I water them. Take a deep breath in. And thank you for the reminder that every time I try and control the outcome, then I neglect the planting of the seeds and the giving of the water. Because every time I think I control the outcome, I am not present. I'm trying to apply my energy to something far off in the future. And I'm not applying the energy right here, where today I need to plant the seeds and water them. One more big breath in. Thank you, beautiful people. Thank you for jumping into this week along with us. I trust you will spread your wings, fly off into the weekend, create at your highest potential. Good morning, Linda. It's good to see you. Almaray, good morning. Happy Monday. Grania, have a beautiful day. Annalie, thank you for joining us. Have a beautiful week. Thank you, Danae. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, Maggie. Thank you, Sunmarie. Thank you, Charlene. Trying to remember who else is in the background and I can't. Have a beautiful week. And see you here again soon. Ciao, ciao.